Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the action drama mystery film, Boss Level. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. As a result of numerous past cycles, Roy Pulver, a retired Delta Force veteran in Atlanta, has learnt the patterns of the day. He gets up at 7 a.m. every day, escapes his flat before it blows up by dodging an assassin inside and a shooter attack from a helicopter outside his window. More assassins have been able to avoid him throughout the morning, but at 12:47 p.m. he is unable to escape a final assault and wakes up in his apartment the following loop. Roy's estranged wife Gemma had asked Roy to go see her at Defense Corporation Dynal Labs on the day before he entered the loop under the guise of a job interview. Joe, their son, who Gemma has misled into thinking Roy is just a family acquaintance, is the topic of their argument. Colonel Clive Venter, the leader of Dynal, has Roy hauled out after finding him close to Gemma's highly secret project, but not before Gemma has collected a sample of Roy's hair. When Roy calls Gemma in one loop, Venter answers and informs him that Gemma passed away in a lab accident the day before. Roy starts to have doubts. Later in the loop, Joe is at underground Atlanta skipping class to compete in a video game tournament. Roy spends the day with Joe but keeps Gemma's passing under wraps. When the assassins come to kill Roy, Roy uses his body to shield Joe and tells him that he is his father as he passes away. Roy's second awakening reveals that the killers had tracked him using a dental monitoring device that had been inserted by Alice, his previous night's date and a dental hygienist. Roy discovers a means to get rid of the tracker and sneak into Dynal, killing a number of guards and assassins, but he is always stopped by Venter. Roy learns that Gemma's project is the Osiris Spindle, a quantum machine with the power to change the course of history, which Venter intends to use to establish himself as the planet's ruler. After a disagreement the previous evening, Venter acknowledges that he was to blame for Gemma's demise. Venter warns Roy that the spindle would end the planet if it runs for too long because she created it and no one else knows how to manage it. Roy understands that Gemma had to have put him in the spindle to halt Venter as he continues to spin, connecting him to the Egyptian deity of the afterlife, Osiris. Roy discovers the assassins were dispatched to assassinate Joe, and he arrives too late, despite being able to further enter Dynal and kill Venter. The Osiris Spindle detonates and wipes out the planet as he weeps over Joe. Roy is dejected for a few loops before deciding to spend a few more loops with Joe, staying by his side till the spindle explodes. In one loop, he discovers that Gemma had called Joe that morning, later than he had initially believed, and understands that he can save her. 14 minutes after he awakens, Roy figures out exactly when and where Gemma was killed by Venter in Dynal. He then uses the following loop to hijack the helicopter, travel to Dynal, kill the waiting assassins, and stop Venter before he murders Gemma. Roy claims to have spent his loops with Joe and has witnessed the end of the world when he tells Gemma this. Roy is informed by Gemma that in order to reset the Osiris Spindle, he must enter it. If he does so, he will awaken and relive the day, but if he dies, he will remain dead. Before going inside the spindle, Roy gives Gemma a kiss while she watches in wonder. As the attacks start, Roy awakens once more and tells himself not to die. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and